I'm making this video for you so you can kind of get a look inside Coschedule. And I'm kind of just going to show you some things that will apply directly to you. So if I go in here under this tab and I go to my dashboard, when you log in, you're going to see things that are assigned to you. So if I were to go into a tweet and say, hey, Kathy, I'm looking for something specific, you would have a notification here, and you can see I have some notifications from Kimberly to create some events that are event tweets that are coming up. So these are my current tasks that I'm working on, and then these are approvals of tweets that are or messages that are coming through for me. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to just show you how to add something. So what I do is every week I put in a notification like this that is a social check that asks these people to check the tweet. So once they've finished, they'll check the box and I'll get notification that everything is done. So for like, let's say this particular campaign, I was looking for certain things from you. So what I would do is I'd go in here, and over here is where I would assign you the task. Do you have a photo of the lightning test or an aircraft in bad weather? And I dated it and I've assigned it to you. So when you log in, you would have been able to see that and the date that I needed it by. And so the way that you could do that is when you were to upload that video, it would pull you into this particular campaign because I assigned the task within the campaign. So what you could do from this point is you could have clicked this plus signal here, add attachment, and you can upload a file right to the system from there. So here you would upload the file. Let me scroll down, and you just click here and you can drag or upload the image. And that way, and then you could, once you've uploaded the image, you could either send me a message back, or you could just, here's a way to have a discussion with me. And you can open that up, start a new discussion here, and you can invite others to the discussion. Like, let's say there's an image that you're not sure about and you want to ask, you know, Rob or Kathy or anyone else on the team what their thought is. That's where you can open up the discussion. So once you've uploaded this particular image, then you would just click here, and your task would be complete, and I would get notification that the image had been uploaded. And this is a particular campaign that we were doing in a day in the life in the MQ9B. And if you wanted to look at the campaign, you could kind of get an idea of what we were doing. For this particular tweet that we were looking for, the lightning image, you can see, well, we had perfect weather. Lightning test photo is the one I was looking for, but I didn't have the image. So we might be able to reuse it and do this again now that we have the image, and probably do a little bit better with the participation in that. And that way it kind of keeps everybody on track. And if this is content needed, then I know that there's still content needed. So let's say we've got everything done here, then we would switch this to, this is a product-based campaign. I switch it back to product, and I'm going to close it out. So let's say you come in here and maybe you have an idea that you're thinking about, or you've come across some images or anything that you want to add to get involved in kind of the planning process. You can click on any date here and click the plus sign, and this pulls up the different types of things that we can do. So let's say, you know, there's an event coming, you can create something there, or maybe you just have an idea. So let's say you have an idea, you want to show a presentation of the icons. Just, I know that's a silly idea, but I'm just trying to come up with something to show you. And then you can give a brief description of that idea. I came across great icons on the MQ9. And then you can tag it as MQ9 if you want it, just as to say. So then once you've done all that, you can hit create idea, and you've created it on this date. And then let's say you want to get some input or feedback on the idea. You can go ahead and put it in here and say, Tish, what do you think about my idea? Isn't it amazing? And then you can schedule that to go the same day as you publish the idea. You can schedule it to come to me today, or you can add a custom date. And then you would just assign it to me. So I'm going to say today, and I'm going to assign it to myself here. And then once I hit published here, then I would get notification that you want me to look at your idea. So that's how you would add it. And so then let's say you wanted to add the idea, and you want to add some attachments to back up your idea. So maybe you want to send me a note about it. You can type in a note here. I think this would be an amazing campaign. And you can even say, I want to fly MQ9 UAVs across the Atlantic. And then this is the headline analyzer. So you could even say, oh, let's see if everybody likes my my headline. So this tells you, kind of, is there an emotional pull here, or is this a common headline? So there's really no emotion in that, so we probably want to work on that. Did you know the MQ9 flew across the Atlantic Ocean and saved hundreds of lives when it rescued a Navy ship? And now let's reanalyze the headline. Oh, I didn't get any emotion in that. Weird. But I did get some power. So it just gives you an idea, like, that you can do so many things with this tool. So I'm going to get rid of that, because obviously this is just to, give you an idea of how you can put information in here. And then you can go in here and say, I have a couple of images that I want to upload. You can drag them or upload them here. You can add a Google Doc, or you can link it to other projects. So those are the different things you can do. And then if you want someone else to look at it, you would just note it here. Okay, so I am going to close this out, and then I'm going to delete it. Okay, well, anyway. So that's how you can go into the system and see everything you need to do. Over here is your dashboard, and then over here is where you can create specific views. So the types of views are, you can see everything. You can just see the tweets. If you want to look at marketing campaigns, you can create that here. So let me just show you how to do that. So if you go over here, yours is going to be all blank. So what you want to do is go in here, click on calendar, and then hit create new saved view. Okay, and then it's going to pull this up. So this would be where you name it, and I can say this is Kathy's content. So I'm going to create this view for myself, and so add a filter. I'm going to do it by type, right? And then I can say photos. So anytime that you add photos, I'll be able to view what it is you posted there. So the filter type, or the filter content, is under type, and photos is how I'm saving that. Okay, and so then I'm going to go done, And now you can see I have Kathy's content here. And then I can create all kinds of different save views. Like if I want to go in here and I want to say, okay, I don't want to do it by type. I want to do it by, okay, team member is how I actually should have done yours. If I want to just look at your stuff, so you can do it by team member, you can do it by status, social profile, or label. So like your product label or whatnot. Marketing campaigns, etc. You can turn weekends off if you want, so you're only viewing the weekdays, and that's how that works. And as an example, this let's go in and look at marketing campaigns. And what's great about marketing campaigns is everything is kind of all inside of that particular campaign. So any tweets or anything that are relative to that campaign are going to be inside the campaign. So here's an example of the AUSA campaign, and if you click on this, you can see the different things that we had going for that. So we have a Gray Eagle social media campaign going here. If I click on that, that'll just show me the social media campaign. We have the Strat Dev social plan, so that's their communication plan. Click on that, we'll be able to see that plan. Competitive niche tweets, so kind of our competitors, what they're tweeting about, just to give us some ideas. And this is some other tabs that you can create inside of the marketing campaign. So if you go into any marketing campaign, you can kind of see what everybody's working on. So like the team here is at 24%, and these are the tasks that were completed. So it gives us a really good idea of what is still out there. Like if we don't have a communication plan, it's going to be really hard for us to develop the campaign and go to the next step. So we can kind of get a good grasp of what we're still waiting on within this report. And this will tell us your team members who are doing the task as well. So we're still kind of getting used to using the campaigns, because that was one of the reasons I said with these Europe plans, let's get them in here so we can at least put the dates in and we can start adding content for each of these campaigns. So that's basically how that works, and that's the most that you're probably going to need to know. There's also a little training cap here, and there I would recommend you could do like these first 2 videos are really good for quick learning. The other ones are really not as necessary for you, but these first 2, they're about 3 minutes long if you have time to work those out. So that's it for today, and I'm going to send you this before our meeting. That way if you have any questions, you can go over those with me on our call. Okay? I'll talk to you soon.